Previously on the HeroQuest project.
This is HeroQuest. All the origins of fantasy for me was from this game. So the paintings I've been doing recently of childhood nostalgic figures got me thinking about HeroQuest. Let's paint these figures. Now I don't mean paint these figures as in paint the figures, I mean paint the figures and paint the figures onto a canvas. So we're going to start with this guy, the Barbarian. He has come out so well and it's got me so excited about this project, so I am going to do more. I'm going to do all 4 of them. Next, we're going to do the Wizard. Welcome back to the HeroQuest project, and as you can see this board is slightly getting knocked over as I move around. We've done the Barbarian, who was my character that I adored playing, and he was the central focus. Now we're going to go on and do a painting of the HeroQuest miniature, but not painting the HeroQuest miniature, on the canvas of this guy, the Wizard. Not painted very well, must have been about 9 or 10 when I painted that one. He was my least favourite character in HeroQuest. He was very weak. I found he didn't do a lot. He got killed quickly. His spells were, you couldn't use them very much. In fact, when I play HeroQuest as an adult, we do a roll to see if he can get his spell back after he uses it. But I was quite interested in painting this one because he's going to look quite different. Whereas the Barbarian is all muscle, which is all shape and form, he's got a big cape, lots of material, and the sculpt has got a big head. It was a bit more of a worry, this one, especially the drawing section. As before, gouache, the cadmium paints, cadmium reds, just getting this beautiful red that the plastic was before I painted over them and before you painted over them. I really would love to get a set of 4 of these. I think painting these figures, these type of figures or any type of figure that you had as a kid, is so nostalgic, and it holds these memories that you kind of forget until you touch that thing. It's like a magic, it like portals you back. When I play a NES, when I play Mega Man, when I play HeroQuest, when I play Turtles, when I see those figures, it takes you back, and it's something so powerful. So with these paintings, I really wanted to show that. I wanted to, hopefully when you looked at these, it captured you and it brought you back. It's very postmodern because not everybody will feel the reminisce, the nostalgia when they look at it. A lot of people go, what the hell is that? But that's why I like doing these types of things, because it's just for those special few. We are now highlighting the Wizard as before with the cadmium light. This really was a lot more important here because of the material. Material needs to have these big swooping lines, these big swooping shapes to make it look like it's moving and make it look flowing, opposed to make it look like it's a muscle or something like that. But all pretty good. The only thing I did have with this one, as you can see, is he's got a very big face. And everything in me wanted to paint this how it should look, but I didn't. I wanted to paint it how it was and how it is. That's what's so charming about a lot of these old things, these old figures. The technology wasn't there, but it has this unbelievable charm to it because of its imperfections. So his big head remained. So there you have it. There is the Wizard done. He was great fun. Put him beside the Barbarian. They look so good together. Now we're going to go on to the next one. I think I'm going to tackle the one I was very unsure about, and that is everybody's favourite trap disarming dude, the dwarf. So there you have it. Painty